Good morning, good evening, good night. Whenever you're watching this, this is Levi Burt T with another episode of the Old Nigga Section. Today we're going to talk about Greensboro resident and governor candidate Mark Robinson. Black dude, big dude, was a common man, regular worker from the stuff that I read about him. And how I became aware of him, one of my friends would tell me about him first. And it works for the city. And then I ended up waking up this morning. I saw a video on Twitter, and they're talking about him being against the anti-Holocaust or something like that. And then somebody said, well, he's anti-black too. And so I listened to him talk about the anti-black stuff. And what did he say? I'm trying to put it together, trying to make sure I get this right. So he said he was against reparations. He said, because if anything, you owe. He said, for the people who took the licks in the field, who worked to build this country, to the people who were opposed, the people who were oppressed, to the people who were hit with water holes, you need to be doing this for them. And you don't need reparations. You need to show your appreciation for freedom to them. And it kind of fucked me up because he might be right. Yeah, I agree. Reparations would be nice if we got them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against reparations. However, we do have to stop looking for the crutch as Americans of color. You do have to stop looking for the handout and stop looking for instead of just saying like, yo, your grandma, your great grandma, they got through worse than what you're going through. And they kind of laid the foundation. They took the hits. They took the disrespect so that you could, I mean, for instance, I give my mom. My mom dealt with some really racist disrespect growing up. That type of disrespect is something that I've never had to sit through. I think I've maybe had one bad encounter with a police officer. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably have like one, and ain't nobody white saying, look at this nigger, look at this nigger. Niggas ain't that bold. They might say that shit to themselves. They don't say that shit in public, and they damn sure don't say that shit to me. All people around me. So that's a big thing. So when he says that, it makes me ask myself, well, hell, is he right? Then he said something about some anti-Holocaust stuff, but I don't really, I don't know, man. Jewish people be so, I don't know. I guess they so together that it's like, you say anything about them, people just go crazy. So it's just like, and I'm not in the northern state, so we ain't really got that. We got real white folks. We ain't got the separating, oh, I'm Jewish. No, white. In North Carolina, it's either two things. Either you Mexican, you black, or you white. And I have to stop using the word black because, like you see, I say colored American, stuff like that, because if you look at Black's Law's dictionary, black is a dead status. And we have to start speaking about ourselves as a dead status. We are Americans. I ain't never been to Africa, and half of y'all niggas ain't been to Africa. So we are Americans. You was born here, your mom was born here, your grandma was born here, your great grandma was born here. You are Americans. So let's try to keep it like that. No, when somebody asks you who you are, nah, I'm American. I'm American. That's who I am. You know what I'm saying? I have no ties to, I don't know what happened in Africa. I don't know. I don't know nobody there. I ain't got nobody there to say, yo, hey, Jerron, hey, come on here. Like, nah, I ain't got none of that. So what do we do as a people right now? Like, as Americans, do you vote for Mark Robinson? He sounds like a regular guy. Like, he said if a transgender goes into a bathroom with a kid, they getting arrested. That's kind of fucked up because it's some trans people on Clubhouse that I fuck with. Keen Ali, Fox, Cornbread. Them niggas is cool as hell, man. They just do their own thing. So I don't really bother, transgender, gay people, stuff like that. I think everybody get a right on this world. I think everybody get a right to do shit. I'm not the person to tell you that you don't have the rights. I don't have the right to tell you some crazy stuff. However, if you got a dick, I don't want you peeing in the bathroom with my niece. Just simple as that. I understand that you going to the bathroom with men might cause some kind of complaints because niggas be like, yo, you got some big ass titties. Or you in here with nigga probably got a big ass dick too. How you you feel me? Like, dog, like, yo, if a nigga say, yo, I got some titties, but I'm still a nigga, hey, you believe that shit. And you let that shit, you, hey, P, what, P, hey, you got a big dog, take the whole stall. You got it? I'm out of here. You feel me? Like, everybody get their right on earth to do what they want. And so we have the opportunity now that we could have our first black governor. Well, American governor who's colored. I just said about using black. Didn't I just say that shit? So what do we do? Because when I became aware of Mark Robinson, it was Americans who were colored saying, nah, don't fuck with that nigga, yo. But then it's like, all right, so either we can put us in there or we can put a Jewish nigga in there. I don't know that nigga. At least I know this nigga is a regular worker. He worked in furniture manufacturing. Like that's a real ass job around here. You feel me? So it's like, what do you do? How do you pick this up? Like how do you figure this out? Like how do you pick and choose how you want to do this? I don't know. I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out. Because this is what your ancestors fought for. Whether they are all the way with us or not all the way with us, he still got a black mama. He probably still got a black daddy. That big ass nigga probably ate cookout just like us. So how are we going to tell him, nah, we don't want him in the governor status because he's a Republican? I don't even see it like that. At this point, to be honest, I like to know where niggas stand. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about white, black, Chinese, Asian, Latin, whoever the fuck you are. I like to know what niggas stand. So when you start telling me your values and your cause, and you start telling me that this is what you like, this is what you're doing, I have no other choice but to fuck with it. Because at least I know where you stand. At least I know what you here to do. And if I know that you here to do something, then we in there. Because then I ain't got the question like, I wonder if they think about this. Or, I wonder if they think about that. I wonder if they doing this. No, this nigga telling you, so, hey, you got a dick, you go in the girl's bathroom, you going to jail. Simple. He trying to keep the state together. So I'm gonna take a look at the Jewish guy and we're gonna, dive into him as well. But hey man, we might have to really look at this. Like, first of all of the Democrat shit, let that shit go. It's over. It's over. It's over. At this point, Big T is getting in, and what we have to do is just figure out what Republicans think like us, or at least have some of our values and roll with it. Because this shit is a wrap. All we're gonna do is cause confusion in the government. We need to get them on the same page. Like, yo, we'll keep you in office. You just hook us up with some shit too. And that's what we got to do as a people. We got to start talking to these politicians. And we're going to start with Mark Robinson. I'm going to see if I can get an interview. But let's see what we do. I'm going to see what this other nigga is. And we're going to figure out about voting for him too. Or if he good or not. But salute Mark Robinson. I see you won the little primary. And see you in November.